Waving axes, a swarm of Chinese Coast Guard vessels and personnel surround, attack and board a Philippine Navy ship in the South China Sea. The latest confrontation on Monday comes as tensions over territorial disputes reach a boiling point. Manila says it was conducting a resupply mission when the Chinese Coast Guard rammed their ship, with local media saying a Philippine sailor lost his thumb in the clash. But China is shifting blame, saying the Philippine ship entered territory they claim in the disputed waters.
中国海警的现场采取的执法措施是专业克制的，旨在拦阻非方的船只非法运补，没有对非方的人员直接采取措施。
The newly released footage of the incident that occurred days ago contradicts Beijing's claims. While Manila responded in a statement, saying the Chinese Coast Guard's continued aggressive behaviour and unprofessional conduct towards a legitimate humanitarian mission is unacceptable. China and the Philippines have both claimed territory in the South China Sea for decades. Beijing claims the whole resource-rich sea line that sees a third of all global trade pass through, while part of that area Manila also calls its own. Beijing says it will continue to safeguard this disputed area, accusing Manila of smuggling construction materials and weapons to occupy the contested Second Thomas Shoal. Meanwhile, the US condemns China's actions.
This kind of behavior is provocative, it's reckless, it's unnecessary, and it could lead to misunderstandings and miscalculations that could lead to something much bigger and much more violent.
And this confrontation is not an isolated case. It follows a growing number of clashes between the two countries in recent months, including Chinese ships firing water cannons at Philippine vessels in April. China recently issued new maritime rules, allowing its Coast Guard to detain foreigners trespassing in the contested waters for up to 2 months, though neighbouring countries are questioning its international legitimacy. While the Philippines has submitted a legal filing to the United Nations to expand its maritime entitlement in parts of the sea. But Article 5 of a US-Philippine defence treaty means they're compelled to defend each other in the case of an armed attack. And some analysts are questioning how and at what point the US might react to these incidents in the South China Sea.
I think it's a bit too early to tell. And there's just, remember, the Mutual Defense Treaty, Article 5 is just one of many articles. There's a lot of ways they could respond to this.
But if these attacks continue, it could trigger the US to get involved, adding to fears that another incident like this could spark a regional war. Dolphine, Chen and Rosie Grenenger for TaiwanPlus.